Welcome! This is my review of Transformers Cyberverse Ironhide. Now, this figure is probably about 3 to 4 inches tall, and just to demonstrate that, here is a 3 3/4 inch Iron Man figure to give you an idea of the size. Now, as small as this figure is, being a Commander class Cyberverse figure, it is actually nicely detailed with some nice paint apps. If we take a look at the head sculpt here, you can see it's nicely sculpted and has some nice paint. Even the chest here, or grill of the truck, does have detail. Autobot symbol. You can see his hands here are painted silver, which is nice. And as for his legs here, you can see he has also silver paint apps. So it's a really nice figure and nicely detailed for its size. And you can see here he has the one weapon here. And the nice thing about this, it does spin. Now they could very easily just said, well, we'll just cast this as one solid piece, but they decided to add a little extra cool factor and added the ability to spin. And you have the other weapon right here. It would have been nice maybe if they were painted silver, but what are you going to do, right? Articulation wise, there doesn't really seem to be a lot of movement side to side at all with the head. It just kind of goes forward and backwards for the transformation. The shoulders themselves are on ball joints. The pieces up here on the shoulder, they do articulate as so. You got a swivel and actually a bend, so 2 points of articulation at the elbow. And as you can see, the hands themselves are just cast as one piece along with the forearm. No waist articulation. Hips are on ball joints. You do have a swivel at the knee there, and a bend, of course, and a bend there at the ankle due to transformation. So, speaking of transformation, let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. First thing you want to do is you're going to take off both weapons from both arms, and they actually do combine. And we'll set that to the side for now. First thing I'll do is I'll take care of the legs. The legs you want to basically rotate around like so, and then fold up the legs, and you can see that's going to form the back of the pickup. So to continue on, you want to go ahead and push the head back into this cavity here. Make sure it's all the way down there. And then you want to grab onto the front chest plate here. It's on a spring. And gently lift up and rotate up the torso. And you can kind of see the truck taking shape here. And you just want to make sure that the grill is fully in place like that. And it actually goes like that. Now, from here on, it's just rotating this piece like so. And this piece is also going to rotate up. And as you can see, it's going to form the driver's side of the vehicle. And just do the same thing over here, pretty easy. Just match up all the panels. Rotate up, rotate up. There you go. And finally for the legs, you want to peg them together like so, and bring them up like that, and like so. So there you have the Cyberverse Ironhide in his truck mode, which is really kind of nice, actually. Here you have the weapon. Now you can do one of several things on this truck mode in terms of the weaponry. You see there's a little U-joint there. You can plug it in right there and have one big weapon of death on his back. But since you have pegs, or peg holes rather, you could put it up here like so, and of course you could split the two weapons and mount them to the side of the vehicle. So I really like the fact that you'd have different options in vehicle mode for the weapons, as you can see. So as you can see, the vehicle mode does have some paint apps. You got the front grille here painted up really nice, and the exhaust pipes here. You do have a nice amount of sculpting detail. Here's a look at the undercarriage of the vehicle mode. Oh, and by the way, the vehicle does roll really well. I know one person commented, why don't I show the vehicle rolling? Well, here it is. I'm showing you how it rolls, and it rolls really well. Alright, so size comparison of Cyberverse Ironhide in vehicle mode. Here is, I guess, a typical Hot Wheels die-cast metal car, and you can see how it matches up in terms of size. And back here I have the 3 wreckers. These are the Legion class wreckers. And I get an idea of the size there as well. So, do I recommend you go out and buy this figure? Well, it depends. I mean, if A, you really love the Ironhide character or figure, and B, you've already bought your Deluxe class, Voyager class, and Leader class Dark of the Moon figures that you want, then yeah, I would go out and buy this figure. Because this figure is about $9 with tax. Now, that price is knocking on the door of a Deluxe class Dark of the Moon figure. And that's why I say I would wait until you've bought all the other figures you want before you actually invest $9 into this small Cyberverse Commander Ironhide. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been my review of Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Commander Class Ironhide.